Hey, my name is John Liberatore. I'm with Primacy Risk Services, and this is a video that is going to touch on auto accidents or truck accidents, truck against truck, truck against car, whatever it might be. But if you or someone you know has a fleet of vehicles, I'm going to give you a few pointers about auto accidents and the potential downside if some things don't happen quickly, which is an investigation. But today I want to go into some of the biomechanics of accidents, and I think these might help you understand what truly could be related in terms of injuries and what is probably not related from an accident. So what I want to show you today is what happens 100,000 times every day in this country, and that is there's an accident where there's a rear end collision. And the work that we do is to immediately respond and collect the evidence so that we understand exactly what happened so that we can be ready to challenge and defend some claims that are made. So here's an example of a very common accident. Let's say the vehicle behind me comes along and hits me in the rear, so rear end collision. And what some people would say who are hit from behind, they may say to us that upon impact, they were thrown forward, and I'm going to put my seatbelt on and harness because that's important in this demonstration. They contend that they were thrown forward and their head hit the steering wheel, knee hit the dashboard, etc., etc. Some people might say that, and if they do, we know that they are stretching the truth a little bit, or they just don't understand exactly what happened. Here's why I say that. The first thing we want to do is ask the party, did you have your seatbelt and harness on? And most everybody's going to say, yes, I follow the law, I had that on. But the most important thing to remember is this fundamental thing about biodynamics. You always go in the direction of the force. So if I'm in my car and I am rear-ended, I am not, no matter what anybody says, if I'm rear-ended, I am not going forward in this direction. The force came from behind me, therefore bodily, I move backward. And when I move backward, I go into the seat back and also this thing here, which is called a head restraint. It's not a headrest. It's not a pillow. It's a head restraint. And it is in this position for the very reason that it minimizes the movement of the cervical region of your body. It works very well. So it truly minimizes what could happen to your neck, your cervical region. So again, when somebody says, well, I was hit on the left side and this side of my body hurts, etc., or I was thrown to the right. No, you always go in the direction of the force. And what we do with my company is we put the puzzle together. There's documents that we need, photographs, measurements, etc., and we're able to produce a report that scientifically verifies whether an injury could have resulted from a collision. And the first thing to understand is the movement of the body and how many G's or forces were imparted on the occupant. It's all measurable, and you can do it rather quickly after an accident. That's what we specialize in. And if there's an opportunity to help, we'd love to help you. But understand that you always move in the direction of the force. That's the one takeaway from this video. So I hope what we've done today is demonstrate for you how to discern, how to determine what is really related and what is not. The world that we are in the world of claims from accidents, a lot of what we see is unfortunately fraudulent. There's claims and allegations that are made about injuries, and it's our job to sift through all of the evidence to determine what is real and what is fabricated, so to speak. So if we can help you at all, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. The email address is jliberatore@24x7primacy.com, and you'll see it on the screen, and our number is 877-328-9178. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.